Hey everybody, what's going on? I want to talk today a little bit about getting out of your comfort zone and a little bit about muscle memory. And so here's the thing. So this comes up a lot. I think that think, I think people who struggle with public speaking often think that people who are really good at it are just naturally good at it and don't get anxious and don't get nervous and don't sometimes get freaked out when they're going on stage. And I'll tell you, from my own personal experience, that's just not the case. So when I go and speak, although I'm very comfortable, I still occasionally will get butterflies or a little bit of anxiety when I go and do it. But I think that what really good speakers have the ability to do, or what really good speakers do, which I think you have the ability to do, is to really be comfortable getting out of your comfort zone, right? And so I think that depending on where you are in your life, whether you're a younger person or an older person, the ability to be comfortable getting out of your comfort zone and being out of your comfort zone can really go a long way, and no matter what you're doing, but especially with speak, because if you're able to take the feeling in of not feeling comfortable and still do a speech or still talk in a meeting, it's kind of like muscle memory where you start building that muscle and you start becoming more and more comfortable being uncomfortable. I think it's the Navy SEALs. I can't remember. I think they have a mantra where they seek out being uncomfortable so that they get stronger, and so that you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And I know from my own personal life, I can only speak from my own personal experience. The challenge for me has always been is to focus on things that make me uncomfortable and make me step out of my comfort zone. Because when I most need to be able to do it, I need to know what that feeling is like, and I need to be, I want to be successful in that moment. And just give you a couple of examples. So, like as you can tell, I surf. You were to look around our office, there's surfboards everywhere, and there's been plenty of times where I've surfed on, pretty big waves and been very uncomfortable in the water. And there's nothing like being in the ocean when the ocean is, when the waves are big and the swell's really big, because you can kind of feel like undulating around you. And there's a lot of power out there. And I know that I have felt very, very uncomfortable in those moments, but I try to settle myself and I try to be okay with and be comfortable being uncomfortable. Another example is I go to a gym where it's a sort of a CrossFit functional fitness gym. I'm one of the older people in there, and a lot of times when I go in there, I don't do all the movements that some of the younger people do, and it can be intimidating because a lot of the people in there are super strong and are lifting a ton of weight, and it can be uncomfortable. But yet I go almost every day because I want to be as good as I can and be able to handle moments and situations when I am uncomfortable and still am able to push through it. So, this is a bit of a rambling message, but the message today is that being uncomfortable is okay. Getting out of your comfort zone is really the goal here. The more times you're able to do that, the better of a speaker you'll be. You'll see it help you in every other aspect of your life. So I would challenge you to do things that, outside of public speaking that make you uncomfortable, and that, where you have to stretch your comfort zone and do things where you may not be comfortable. Obviously, public speaking is one. Um, we were in a restaurant the other night, and they were doing uh, they had like a karaoke night, which I hadn't been to a karaoke. I've not been to a karaoke bar in 20 something years, and you could definitely see people getting out of their comfort zone by going up in that. So I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm just saying that's an example of one. Going to a new gym, going somewhere, talking to somebody new, whatever. You need to think about what your levels of comfort are and what's just outside your barrier, and then what do you do um, down the road so you expand that circle. So if your comfort zone is here and you step out a little bit, it's great. Now your comfort zone is here. Step out a little bit more, comfort zone gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think this directly relates to public speaking success, because the more you can step outside of your comfort zone, you will build muscle memory in them, just like working out in the gym. Um, and you'll just get better and better and better at it. And that will be one of the number one things you can do to really become a great public speaker in your life. And and this is not something, I want to make sure that I'm clear about this. This is not something that takes a lot of skill. This is purely effort. So one of the best things about, I, I think one of the best things about being a strong public speaker is that you don't necessarily have a lot of skill, right? You have to throw some effort at it, sure, and you need to be able to step outside your comfort zone, but you don't have to be. Um, it doesn't require a ton of skill. I'm a great example of that. So anyway, get out of your comfort zone as much as you can, and you'll build muscle memory, and it'll help you in your public speaking endeavors. Okay, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day.